So we have a Bert's Big Adventure family that can use your immediate help in a huge way. Bert's Big Adventure is the trip we take down to Disney World every year with kids that have chronic and terminal illnesses. We bring everybody in the family. And once you're in, man, you are in. You are part of our family. We've been doing it for over 20 years now. And one of our families was on the way to a Bert's Big Adventure reunion when they lost everything in a house fire. Everything. Medical supplies, food,
back to school clothes,
everything. Now, it's going to take months and months and months. Anybody that's gone through insurance knows how long that can take. Plus, you got smoke damage in the house. It's going to be months. So they are sort of living with some friends and stuff right now, but they could really, really use your help. And we have put a link up to their situation and how you can help out. And it's all up right now at thebertshow.com. And we've explained it with I don't want to call it a bonus podcast, but just an extra segment. And we've explained the entire thing for you guys in length if you feel like you can get involved. All they need is some supplies. That's really what we're asking you guys for. And it's all up right now at thebertshow.com. Or when you go and listen to our podcast today, just make sure you hit on that one if you have any interest in helping out. But they need that help right now. So what do you do if you're getting remarried and not all the kids want to go to your wedding? I can see how you could be conflicted.
A little bit. So my friend's ex-husband is getting remarried and only one of the 3 kids wants to attend the wedding.
Ooh.
And she doesn't know what her role is as mom and as ex-wife, and if she should encourage them to go to the wedding, force them to go to the wedding, or let them make their own decisions.
That's a friend of yours?
Yes.
Okay, deets.
All right, so as far as the kids' ages go, we're talking about in between the ages of 9 and 14, okay? And one of the kids wants to attend, and the other 2 have no desire to whatsoever. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the relationship, okay, their relationship with their father, but this is the decision that they have made. My friend has been very good about trying to mind her P's and Q's when it comes to speaking about him, because that is the father of her children. There's definitely been some issues between the 2 of them, but her priority will always be the kids and their well-being. So here we are. Fast forward, divorce has been finalized for a couple of years now, and he is getting remarried. And one of the kids is very excited, and the other 2, not so much. And they don't want to attend.
And you can't define the relationship with the 2 kids that don't want to go to the wedding. You'd rather not?
I would rather not.
Okay.
Because
that plays a part in it.
I know
it
plays a part in it, but here's the deal. They don't want to go for a reason.
So it's not that they're feeling conflicted about loyalties.
No.
It's personal.
It has everything to do with their relationship with their father.
All right.
Okay. Not going to go into the deets, but and it's nothing like, we're not talking abuse or anything like that. I don't want, obviously I wouldn't have even brought this to the table if it was something that extreme. They just don't have the best relationship. So my friend, she doesn't know if she should let the kids make this decision on their own. I mean, they're all minors, okay? Because we're talking about 14 and younger. If she should let them make the decision on their own, or if she should, you're going to regret not being there, you should go. And he's of the mindset, if they want to be there, great. If they don't, they don't.
Wow. Well, that speaks volumes. Dang, I'm so conflicted with some kind of advice here. Because I feel like I felt this from a couple of different angles. He's earned the relationship that he has with those kids right now. This didn't happen overnight. So they have feelings based on the relationship that he's earned. So if they're ambivalent about going because of their relationship, he's earned that. And as the adult, you got to embrace that. But also as the co-parent, I would want to advise them, I wouldn't want to be the bad guy. I would hear him out. And I would suggest that they go, not knowing the details, though. You just never want to talk crap about your co-parent, ever, 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 ever. And if she hasn't done that and they've made this decision by themselves, I would still suggest that they go, but not demand that they go.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was at with it. I it's tough, but I would suggest it. I would feel like as the co-parent, I should at least do that much and be genuine in my suggestion, but I wouldn't force them. I remember being a kid and being forced to go places I didn't want to go, and my parents kind of looked at it like, oh, you don't know any better, you're a kid. But as that kid, I felt like I did know better, and I knew that I didn't want to go, and I knew why I didn't want to go. So I wouldn't force it upon them. I would just suggest it and let the cards play as they will.
I don't see any reason to force them to go, because the only reason I was going to advocate for them to go is, I mean, this is kind of an adult decision to take a step back from going to your dad's wedding. And so I would say that involves some kind of adult response. So I was going to suggest that the kids, if they don't want to go, they should tell their dad why not. But if the dad is indifferent about them being there and they don't want to go, then really, like, who's winning here? You know what I mean? It just seems like they would be getting forced to go for the principle of it.
If the dad is indifferent about his own kids being at his wedding, it speaks volumes of the way that he's parented those kids.
You said it.
Okay. Hey, Nicole, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Hey, Bert. Good morning. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
I'm with everyone else on the show. I wouldn't make them go. The two that don't want to go, I wouldn't make them go, because if she does make them go or the dad makes them go, you're then essentially teaching them to people please, and that's not the road to travel down.
That's a great point.
And I would also tell the mom to also let the two know who don't want to go. Don't be upset with the one who does want to go.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Yep.
Don't be upset with the two that don't want to go. They are dealing with it how they choose to, and there's no right or wrong way with how they deal with however their parents' marriage dissolved or whatever happened. Everyone has a right to the way they deal with it. No one's right or wrong.
Thank you for that.
That's great advice, Nicole. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.